Welcome to the Eat Better, Move Better, Live Better podcast presented by Flourish with Tracy, where we'll dive into the realms of holistic wellness, plant-based nutrition, yoga, and self-care to help you live your best life. Tune in every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern for our special segments. Meditation Monday. Start your week with mindfulness. Wellness Wednesdays. Get the midweek boost you need. Sadhana Saturdays. Dedicate weekends to personal growth. Join us as we explore and discuss all things to eat better, move better, and live better. About 10 years ago, I used to write a blog. And it was all about my journey of getting back into what my definition of healthy was. And it became the very thing that I'm doing today. But I'd like to share an excerpt of something that I wrote back in 2013. It's about releasing. And it was true for me then, and it's true today, and it will be true for you. So I'm going to share part of my story. And back then I began with, I've been releasing. At first it was unintentional. My new work consumed the majority of my time every day for several months. I dedicated a lot of energy to it. This dedication took me away. And soon I found myself letting go of the very things near and dear to me. I lost priority. I loved my new work, but I didn't notice the 12 to 16 hour days. I liked the feeling that I was affecting change, and it was a new project for me. I love the thrill of contributing to stories of success. Unfortunately, along the way, I realized that the more I relished in my newfound joy, the more I lost my way, because this joy was not for me. It was just the reason I had been working so hard in the first place, because I had been working so that I would supposedly have opportunity to do the things that I wanted to do for me. But I wasn't even able to do that because everything I had was poured into something external to me. As this work was just something I was good at, I had the skill set for, and I was successful at doing it, but it really wasn't my work. This work was external to me. It drained me, and the joy I thought I was feeling was projected upon me, and I accepted it. And I realized I needed to be released from it. I was losing my way. When it became clear that I was releasing my day-to-day touch and connection with my community, I was no longer having time to do the things that brought me joy. And then a few things happened. I had someone reach out to me with an amazing offer. I accepted adding to my already overloaded basket. The offer never materialized and was silently withdrawn, presented to someone else. I was released, seeing what I could not see, that there was no way in which I could truly dedicate any resources, and that perhaps a better suited candidate was the way to go. And then secondly, one of my mentors, with no knowledge of what had happened, offered me another opportunity. Yet once again, I couldn't partake. This time, this mentor let me know that the offer will wait for me when I'm ready. Once again, I didn't even recognize that I had been released. And these two things allowed me to finally look back into the bubble from which I came to look with clarity, objectivity, and truth. I was on the outside looking in. Many had moved on because I had lost touch. I had lost the way. However, there was a third occurrence that finally put everything into perspective. I was finding my path. My yoga community was one constant thing that had embraced and supported. It was through this connection that I was able to reconnect with myself. A sister friend soulmate tapped into my psyche and sent me a care package. And in this package was a mirror with a personal inscription to remind me of who I am. It contained sweet grass to cleanse my environmental body, some music filled with sounds of gongs to resound the balance of the spirit. It was a catalyst. It was the reconnection of the three key elements of what yoga proved to be. Yoga for me is my path. It is who I am. It reminded me. What an epiphany. This connection caused me to look again at my release with positive intention instead of negative, to change the paradigm of what was being released, instead to see a opportunity to release, and it established meaning. And what it meant was to re-examine the prefix re. It means again. It's a positive prefix. And I pondered how the word release became associated with letting go. Perhaps release is just the opposite. If to lease is to obtain for a period of time, then perhaps release is to reestablish, to obtain again. Think about it. Many words that start with the prefix re mean just that. Refresh, renovate, redo, restart, re-engineer, renew, rejuvenate, reclaim, rebound, recalculate, reanimate, regroup. Of course, there are words to the contrary. However, this is the common meaning for re. So I decided to go with positive affirmation and positive meaning of re, to reclaim releasing. The joy and excitement of returning was exhilarating. Many of my community helped me to find the way to my other world, my love, my open yogic path. And as I coached others and to experience in their revelation, I decided to get a coach of my own, someone who could objectively hold the light while I found my way out of the dark. And fortunately, I was able to find just that person. And with serendipity, this person was a yogi. And in just 2 sessions, I was able to rework my schedule, prioritize my time, my space, to embrace and design how and when I'll practice yoga, do aerobic or cardio workouts to resume my strength and bodybuilding training. I am releasing, reobtaining me. And I had actually begun to have a better work-life balance, taking days off, working just 5 days a week, shortening my work days to within the 8 to 10 hour period. And I had begun to write again, to create again. And as I returned, I did so as a new creature. Nutritionally, I decided I needed a reboot. So I cleansed to rid my body of sluggishness that I had obtained from eating properly, returning to what I knew, the detox to get me back on track, to put the energy back in the things that I wish to do, to find balance and to experience and express gratitude. And it was working. I'm now writing again. I've completed a chakra cleanse, and I was able to go outside and embrace nature for the first time in a few weeks. So how about you? How are things for you? Do you need a jump start, a retreat, which is a yoga, spa, or massage, a reboot, to watch a movie, to go out with friends, a rework of routines, to reprioritize? Or do you need to remove toxins, mental, spiritual, physical, relationships? And if you are in a good space and you don't need to release to reobtain, then pay it forward with gratitude. Reach out, coach someone, hold space for them and help them find their way. Either way, look at any negative and turn it into a positive. To know that sometimes you have to let go in order to gain, that you have to release to release, to release to find release, to release to obtain release, to be. A yoga pose that embodies this is Utthahasta Padangusthasana. Is the standing big toe pose. It's a pose that is a grounding balance, yet it releases to look forward to a new direction, allowing you to be present and grounded in the moment, yet to rejoice in the newness of each day. And as my dear God gave to me, to expand outward. Thank you for allowing me to share this memory in this moment. And may you release, reobtain, and rejoice in your new way. Namaste. Thanks for tuning in. I hope today's insights help you on a personal journey towards a healthier, happier life. Don't forget to join every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern for more self-care and holistic wellness tips. Before you go, make sure to comment, click the bell, like, and subscribe buttons for upcoming episode notifications. Be sure to always consult a medical professional before making any major changes regarding your health, diet, or routine. In the meanwhile, stay motivated, stay inspired, and remember, every step you take is one step closer to a better you. Until next time, keep flourishing, and as always, may all be well.